How's everybody doing? Good evening to everybody. God bless everybody that is watching. I will flip the camera in a few seconds. Thank you so much for joining in. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless our country of Mexico, our city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. We're live at the commercial line of OXXO, one of the port of entries to the United States of America. This is the commercial line. I have been here multiple times doing videos for every single one of you. And today, again, another incident and a threat to the United States Border Patrol, as during the week on the 6th of August and on the 16th of August, and the 17th of August, I believe so, there were shootings at the Border Patrol at one particular part that I will show right now, all the way to the back. I'm not gonna try to get that close, but I will show where the particular shootings were taken at. Now, as we were talking right here with a police officer that is behind me right here, he has said that multiple irregular activity has been happening in this particular area, in both sides, into threats into both sides of the authorities, not only unto the authorities of the United States of America, but also threats unto the authorities of Mexico, as a lot of irregular crossings are being done all the way to the back. This has affected in a way to the business owners and the big industries that they are right here, and to feel insecure in some way. According to the security officer right here, there's a lot of irregular activity that has been happening at this particular part of the border. This is the east side of the entrance into the United States of America. This is the commercial line. As you see, there's a lot of transportation being done. This is the only commercial line that hasn't been essential and non-essential. This is essential for every single one of you. It is essential for every single one of you. We're walking right here on the side of the wall. I have walked before this side. I have walked before so many times, but the security guard and colleagues have told us that there was another incident again last night where shots were fired, but they were not fired towards the Border Patrol. They were fired only towards, just in the air. Buenas, jefe. And this kind of activity has been re-registered not only in Tijuana, but also in Ciudad Juarez, and also in all the borders that they're connected. As you can see, we're close to the wall, as I have walked before this area many times. Many times I have walked this area, and I want to take you where this irregular activity. Let me flip the camera right here so you guys can see how it's a double layer of the wall. I have walked this before, many times before I walked this, but as our state news has reported that there have been shots fired to the Border Patrol on the 16th of August and also on the 17th of August on the east side of the port of entry of OXXO Mesa. And they say yesterday, late at night, again, there was some activity towards the Border Patrol and towards the authority of Mexico. There's a part where I have been there before with Real American Sports News, Ben Berquam, and also with our partner, Anthony Agüero. We have been there multiple times to that place, but I would like to walk with you so I can tell you where this irregular activity has been done. As you guys are going to see debris on the side of the wall that is clothing on top of the wall. Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining in. I'm Oscar Blue. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. If you guys consider this information useful, buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link, as we are doing today, boots on the ground work. And we are going to walk all the way there so I can show you where this irregular activity has been going on. This is clear evidence that irregular crossings have been done. Piece of clothing right there on the top of the wall, as these people continuously use ladders to cross to the United States of America. It's right here. Let's walk a little bit. All these areas, people, are commercial areas. Commercial line areas. Quédate ahí atrás. Y quédate atrás. Marca de Junior ahorita. Dile que voy para allá. These are all commercial line areas, which all of these houses right here. Now I wanted to walk with you guys to show you where the actual shootings in the east side of the borderline to Otay Mesa have been occurring. This is a pretty predominant insecure area right here. Has continuously have a lot of it, and late at night there's a lot of irregular activity right here at this area. A lot of irregular activity, but as you can see, there's a lot of companies like tow trucking companies and all this kind of stuff that they're located on this side. You see another piece of clothing right there at the wall. According to the police officer that I just talked, it is uncontrollable what they're doing late at night. And it's really difficult to control every irregular activity. Not only is the massive, illegal crossings that are occurring on this side of town, but also is the insecurity towards Mexican people. That you can see another piece of clothing right there to the wall. You see right there. Another piece of clothing right there in the wall. And it has been consistent, this threat to United States Border Patrol has been consistent. As it's sad what is occurring, not only in the United States of America, but also over here. The video that Anthony Agüero showed the other day, my partner Anthony, he showed a water raft coming in, and the United States National Guard was helping the smuggler to get these people across. It is just crazy what is happening, how this got into a normalization, and to make everybody understand that this is okay, that this is normal. Walking right here, what's everybody doing? Thank you so much for joining in. Take you right now to the particular place where this has been, again, sadly, this is occurring on a consistently day basis. As, not only not necessarily the shots mean that they were fired to the Border Patrol. Border Patrol agents have been consistently saying and talking about they have been hearing shots fired into some particular places on the east side of the port of entry of Otay Mesa. And it has been really insecure, not only for them to patrol the other side of the border, but ultimately for the Mexican people that they live on this side of the border. The citizens that live close to the border wall have been complaining and doing a lot of claims to the ministerial police, and to tell them, hey, you know what's going on? It's a lot of illegal activity, a lot of irregular activity. How are we going to fix this if this is not getting fixed? So ultimately it tells you that there's a reality of insecurity over here that nobody wants to talk about and that is all over the news. Buenas, buenas, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal? So, you know, it's ultimately it is one of the things that you don't want to particularly, you know, practically signalize. They're recording me right there. This is the problem. They record you. They don't want you in their area. They don't want you close to their area. Immediately they start, you know, recording what you're doing. Another debris. Let me just change the camera. I'm just gonna go all the way to that cliff and then return back. This has become a really dangerous zone, as I have been reporting since I came back from Tapachula, Guatemala. This has been a really dangerous area due to the shootings towards the Border Patrol that have been occurring, and ultimately the massive insecurity that has been happening in reference to the wall on this side and ultimately on that side. There's a door open right there, security door open. On the other side there's two walls, two layers of the wall. As you can see, there's different point checks where they have what's this guy doing? There's different point checkpoints where they have there's a lot of trash over here. It's a door open right there. Those are security doors. They are open. This is another place where they have debris right there on the top of the wall. Another place right there. And let us walk right here to this abandoned place that is practically, I think I'm being followed. This is another place where they have practically, you know, more debris on the wall. You see all those construction machinery that was stopped due to Joe Biden's order to stop the construction of the wall, to stop reinforcing the wall. There were jobs created to create roads on the other side for the Border Patrol agents and ultimately for access into the Border Patrol. Let us walk a little bit here. I'm almost there, so I'm not going to go much further. I think I'm making really uncomfortable people right here. I'm getting them uncomfortable. They don't want me around this area, so I'm just gonna walk a little bit. This is another right here, another area right here. Mándame. They're asking me questions. They're asking me questions right here, people. This is the thing that they don't like. Hold on. Look at this debris on the wall again. Buenas tardes, buenas tardes. No, pues sí, ya desayunó entonces.
¿Para qué vas a hacer el reportaje para lo de
la construcción nada más?
¿Ya van a empezar?
Sí.
Ya nos vamos a ir. Ya
No, pues ¿cómo? Pues si somos de aquí, ¿cómo que nos vamos a ir? Ándale, jefe. Dale, igualmente. Gracias. They intend to ask a lot of questions where, what are you doing over here? What is your intention to be over here? They do that kind of question. You see right there in the back. There's a lot of people that they don't like, you know, us visiting on this particular place. You know, it is normal, this questioning, because there's a lot of activity over here. So particularly they don't want people, you know, to to come over here and record, but it's, you know, it's the land of everybody, so we can come over here. So we're almost there. As we're walking back, we're not walking back, we're walking towards the area. I don't want to get too much close to the particular area, so I just wanted to show you where exactly there was an incident yesterday, as they were irregular crossings right here. You see right here, there's an area where it's a connection between a flea market right there, connection to a flea market. This road takes you directly towards this. So imagine when there was no wall, how it was. So I'm just gonna put right here the tripod. I'm gonna extend the tripod, be right here 5 minutes. That's it, 5 minutes, less than that. I don't want to stay here that long. I don't want to cause no problems. Also, it's the contamination factor is really important for everybody to see how the other side of the wall is really contaminated, for you guys to understand. Okay, right there. So this incident yesterday has been happening alongside, on top of that mountain. Let me focus. On top of that mountain right there, behind that mountain, I have walked before back in 2019, I believe. So I walked all the way up there. Going down that mountain, there is a cliff where it is wide open, and then you can see it connects to the wall over there. In that middle part, there was 2 incidents by the 16 and 17 of August, and you know, incidents that there were shootings. One of them was in the Border Patrol agents heard shots in the air. The other one incident was that there were shots, particularly towards the other side of the border. That is where there were incidents. Yesterday, supposedly, according to the police officer right here in the commercial line, there was an incident right here at this particular spot. The wall is not that tall at this particular area. You can see that is like around 15, less than 15 feet, 15 feet, around 15 feet. If you go at the second layer of the wall, it is a little bit more higher. You're talking about 25, 30 feet. But it's really easy to get to one side and then jump to the other one in this particular area. As you can see over here also, you see second layer of the wall on the other side. And then from the second layer of the wall that is around the first, it says the second layer of the wall right there, it goes from 25 to 30 feet down to 15 feet. So this is, you know, this is one of the situations right here on, you know, on this particular area, on the east side of the area of OXXO Mesa. It has been a lot of irregular activity. National Guard, as I have traveled to that particular area, I have been there multiple times. National Guard is there. The Institute National of Immigration is there. Also, the several authorities have been there. Ben Berquam and myself and Anthony Agüero, we have been there to that particular part of the cliff. That is where 7,500 migrants from specifically 7,500 migrants from Brazil have crossed illegally through that particular port of entry right there, to that particular area. Where is it? Where? My finger. That right there on that side. If you cross that cliff, it is wide open. So authorities already know, Mexican authorities already know. Reports have been done not only by Oscar Blue, but also by national media and also by state media right here, and also from our municipal city, that more than 7,500 migrants from Brazil have been crossed to that. Why only migrants from Brazil consistently from there? You know, you guys know the story. So this is the update from today. From this particular area, we are going to return back, as we are not going to stay here for particular security reasons. We're returning back now. Now we're gonna return back. This is, you know, the trash over here. Where's the environmentalist? Like all this, right? Parazil. Where are you? all that is, it is dumped over here. So how's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. I will walk a little bit in the commercial line for people that they say, you know, they trigger me when they say close the border. I like to, you know, I like to explain to people that the border is closed, but it's not close to essential crossings. Essential crossings is ultimately the commercial line. The commercial line provides a lot of economy to the United States of America. We have a lot of companies that provide a lot of jobs. Ultimately, for both sides, it's international trade, is what it's called. You got Panasonic, you got Toyota, you got Mazda, you got Chevrolet, you got all them, you know, the particular cheap man labor on our side. And that particular labor goes immediately to the United States of America. The commercial line has never been closed, not even under the administration of Donald Trump. It was not closed. This is important footage for you guys to see. This is the machinery that is stopped. Nobody is seeing, nobody is using it. This will stop the construction and all the things that they are practically trying to create a road on the other side. These jobs were taken away since Joe Biden came in. And immediately Joe Biden said, you know what, stop the construction of the wall, stop all of this. You see debris right here on the top of the wall right there, a handle where they can pull themselves into the other side. Sí, en inglés y en español. Ándale pues, nos vemos, oiga. Okay, you too. The guy just simply said, you're doing a report in English, and I said, I'm doing a report in English and in Spanish. These guys know their area, and immediately they don't like, they ask a lot of questions. What are you doing over here? What is your intentions to be over here? They know what they're doing. You know, it's really difficult to be around these areas without the specific permission. That's why we asked the police officers, okay, right now to go and record. Yeah, be careful, don't go that far. So the debris that I'm showing you right here at every port, right here, it's another debris right here at the wall. This is, a lot of people say that they're handles, you know. A lot of people say that they're handles to the wall so people can pull themselves over. That's another debris right there at the wall. And as you can see, there's a lot of these so-called handles or debris of clothing tied up into the wall in different places as we're returning back right here. The door, a lot of people say, why is it open? There's Border Patrol on the other side. So it's open because they're going in and out. I don't know why. You know, I don't know the specific reason why. If they're going in and out, I'm not being followed, no. So, people are asking if I'm alone. No, I'm not alone. No, I'm not. Don't worry about it. So how's everybody doing? God bless everybody that is watching. This is, we are in the part of OXXO. Hasta para acá la derecha. We're in the part of OXXO Mesa right now where it has been reported two shootings during the 16th and the 17th of August into the United States of America and threats to the Border Patrol, supposedly. Today, we arrived right here to do that report, to bring you, you know, the visual of where has been all these reports and the shootings that have been done into the United States of America. And ultimately, you know, now we're right here as bringing you guys information of what has been happening over here. Another threat of another incident was yesterday reported again late at night, according to the police officer, as neighbors have been complaining a lot about shootings, consistent shootings at the border. And these consistent shootings and activities have been close to the wall. You know, ultimately, it has affected and it is to scare in one way, not only the police officers in the National Guard of Mexico, but also the authorities from the United States of America, that is the Border Patrol. This guy's driving real fast. Let me just change the camera right here. So we're live right here. So all these empty containers, all of this is going to the United States of America. It's really important that we conserve and that we preserve our international trade. I know that it's a matter of protection of sovereignty and protection of national security, but that is through, my God, the smell. That is through the non-port of entries. That is the non-port of entries of where the wall is not built, where ultimately these individuals know that it's really easy to cross to the United States of America, as they have been doing emphatically in the parts of Del Rio, La Jolla, and all this part. So thank you so much for joining in. Buy me a coffee is on top of the link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting. Today we will do later on this afternoon Buy Me a Coffee supporter chat as we read your comments and questions of everything that is going on. I wanted to come over here to tell you guys what is really going on in this port of entry that has been really active. This is another part that I show right now, that this is debris on the wall that is mainly, this is kind of like weird that all of them is exactly, the same. It looks like they're like handles to get to the top, as strategically they're being put on one particular part of the wall. We're walking right here towards the commercial line. That is one of the most important lines across the borders of the United States with Mexico. Showing you the part where 7,500 migrants. We will go later on next week to that specific part to show you the reality and the truth. That part that we have been there multiple times. Show you the reality and the truth about 7,500, migrants that they have crossed since the month of March. Migrants of Brazil into the United States of America. This has been a consistent effect on this particular area, and now that is being frequently stopped, or in a way has been decreasing because of the change of plans of the administration of Joe Biden, now saying no, stop, enough is enough, or saying Joe Biden or the Department of Homeland Security, do not come, like Kamala Harris said. It has completely changed their mind. So this is also another evidence of the debris that they got on the wall. That is, for me, it is some kind of a strategy to put them over there and carry handles. It looks really weird, but as you can see right there, clothing on the wall, strategically put in one way, so they can pull themselves over to the other side. A lot of the people say, wow, Oscar, there's a lot of trash on the other side. This is the limit line between the United States and Mexico. Been here multiple times doing reports, also multiple times for everybody. Ultimately, it has been, important for us to report on this side. But Mexico's GDP is 2.5 trillion USD. Who's not working? Mexico's GDP 2.5 trillion. Frontman, Mexico's GDP is 2.5 trillion US dollars. No, you're wrong. I'm sorry. The gross domestic product of Mexico, it was -6 under COVID pandemic. And now the GDP of Mexico, it is -2. It's not even in the plus one. The economical increase of Mexico is 0.1. Our communist ideologist president wants to bring the centralization of the funds like a socialist. Ultimately, that has decreased the importation and exportation. The commercial line has never been closed. So that is a consistent, fluent economy. But that does not mean that it's going to put gross domestic product off to the roof on the +1. The most, curious thing about this is that the only economy that was not affected during the pandemic was the Chinese economy. The Chinese economy that, the Chinese economy that it was always on a +3. Always the Chinese economy during COVID, before COVID, after COVID, +3. The United States economy was on a -8, and it clearly now jumped from -8 to I believe that it's +2 right now, or +4. The United States economy was one of the most affected around the world. Also, the Germany economy, according to Angela Merkel, it was on a -10. Also, the UK economy was on a -8. These economies were affected during the COVID pandemic. Mexico's economies was almost going on a -10 during the most when COVID was hitting really bad. It was almost going on a -10. The only economy that never was affected was the Chinese economy. This is why these communists, these ideologists of the United States of America that want socialism and then communism into your country, this is why they think that the communism is sustainable, because they see the Chinese economy. But China has been clearly extremely important, and they have been really intelligent on how they can invest their cheap product. They inflate your economy and then they pull out. So the American investor or the American product will be really expensive, that you will not buy the American product, you will buy only the Chinese product. That is what they do. They go in there to your country, they invest ultimately only on cheap products. The American public will say, well, this cell phone, it is $40 and it is from China, but this other one is American made, but it's $150. I prefer to buy the Chinese product. That is what is happening to the United States of America. That is why the gross domestic product of China has increased like no other. And these liberals, they don't talk about the Chinese imperialism. They don't want to talk about that they have been doing that for the longest of time. They only talk about the American imperialism. That's the only thing that they talk about. So this is the commercial line. Again, we're back to where we started. This is the police officer that told us the report of everything that it was going on right here, the irregular activity. But what it... Mande. ¿Qué onda? Pues todos los días, ¿no? Está haciendo fila todos los... ¿Vienes vacío? Están tardando mucho. Están tardando mucho los americanos. El patio mexicano está lleno. Sí, pero las colas han estado muy largas. Sí, y es porque el patio americano está lleno o está vacío, o los americanos están muy lentos. Los mexicanos son los lentos a veces. Sí, están igual. Las revisiones 2 o 3 horas están durando para cruzar, o cuántas horas. Sí, gracias. Ándale. It's a truck driver right here. Practically, I'm saying the American government is the one that is, because he stopped me and he said it's really slow. Really slow. You can tell your public that the crossings to the United States of America is really slow. Tell them that this is the problem, people. These are the repercussions. These are the things. Let me walk a little bit over here so I can show you. These are the repercussions of irregular crossings. These are the repercussions of drug trafficking, gun trafficking, irregular activity. Órale pues. Estarse tonterías, hombre. These are the repercussions of that. You make the commercial line slow as hell, like this. This is a truck driver that just stopped me and said, hey, they're really slow. We're taking a long time to cross to the United States of America. And it is because of the meticulous inspections that it is occurring on both sides, in the Mexican customs and also in the American customs. This is one of the things that I was asking, that I was willing to ask the candidate for governor the other day, Mr. Diego Martinez, and every candidate for governor that has approached my inbox. This is one of the things that I want to ask you, how you're going to improve the fluency to trade. This is really important. This is the really important question. How you are going to improve the fluent traffic for trade from the United States to Mexico and from Mexico to the United States. This creates economy and ultimately boosts jobs and the truck driver, and you boost more jobs for the truck drivers and for other companies to increasingly invest on this fluency, because it's slow. A lot of these people are not producing, and the cheap man labor and product stays in Mexico and it is not crossed to the United States of America. I wanted to come over here and just flip the camera. This is what he said. He said, hey, you know what? The Americans are the ones that are slow, or the Mexicans are the ones that are slow. And he said, no, sometimes the Mexicans are the ones that are slow. Another checkpoint, another part of the border right here, where there is a piece of clothing on top of the wall. God bless everybody that is watching. Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. You guys like to contribute to our independent reporting? Buy me a coffee. It's on top of the link. I'm walking on the empty line. But again, as you see, these pieces of clothing are strategically put on a specific part right here of the wall. This is not, these pieces of clothing are not put there because they fell, and they, as you can see, there's another piece of clothing right here that is put specifically on that part. It's kind of like they're pulling themselves over in that specific part. This is how much irregular activity. You got the double layer of the wall that is humongous the other side. But I wanted to show you this, how their lines are extremely slow. And it's kilometers from that. They are far away from the port of entry. Far, far away from the port of entry. Really important that everybody knows how pregunta. Estamos en vivo para una transmisión en los Estados Unidos. ¿El patio americano es el más lento o el patio mexicano es el más lento para hacer fila?
Es que a veces el americano es
¿Tú crees que sea también porque encuentran muchos cruces irregulares en este momento y hay mucho cruce también de irregular de droga y demás?
No, no es eso, pero más
Los cambios de turno los hacen en horas no estratégicas. El día de ayer un candidato a gobernador de California lo tuve en una entrevista. ¿Qué le dirías a ese candidato sobre las líneas de aquí de México a Estados Unidos? Porque se me hace que es importantísimo que haya más fluencia para más trabajo hacia ustedes y más trabajo hacia ellos. ¿Qué le dirías a él?
de hecho están haciendo la comercial. Más que nada
Que agilice.
y la verdad
Para los dos lados del comercio. Cambios de turno. Muy bien. Ok, gracias paisano. Nos vemos, échale ganas, échale ganas. I will translate right now, people. He's saying that basically one of the reasons why they take so long, and look at this line right here. This is to cross to the United States of America. This is a line to cross to the United States of America. I asked him, one of the reasons why they are taking so long, is it because there's a lot of irregular crossings and drug trafficking and all this kind of stuff? And he said, part of the reasons is that. But the most important thing is when the shift is changed, not only by the Mexican customs, but also by the border agents, the customs border agents, by the United States of America. I asked him the other day, I had a candidate for governor of California. What would you say to him for this to be more fluent, for the trade to be more fluent, and ultimately for the truck drivers to make more money and for your job to be boosted? He will say to talk to the border agents of the United States and also have an agreement with the border agents of Mexico, to make it more fluent, to make a meticulous inspection, but ultimately to understand that we depend on every time that we cross. It depends that every time that we cross a trailer, we depend on that income. So let us go and try to walk a little bit right here. This is the line. Look at this. If it gets cut off, people, it's because I'm getting closer to the border wall. So it is, I wanted to come over here first and foremost to update you on the incidents that have been happening into the threats of the shootings that have been reported on the 16th and the 17th of August to border agents of the United States and also to authorities of Mexico. But ultimately to show you the commercial line, how this is so important, man. This is so important. The commercial line, it is extremely important. It gets billions and billions of dollars to the United States of America. It is really, really important that we preserve our international trade. But ultimately, national security has to do with this. If we don't have national security, this will fall. This is why it's so important that we have national security, border sovereignty, respect each other as who is essential and who is not essential. These people are essential. These people have never stopped working. The international trade has never stopped working. See right here, another truck driver. See a band right here also crossing to this line. It's been a fluency. It is advancing right now, and it is moving a little bit on a, not on a fast pace, but it's moving. Welcome everybody to the platform. Subscribe to my channel at YouTube. Like the video. Like the video right here and share it. If we like the video, we will break those algorithms, and we can move a little bit forward with the information. Share this video, like this video. Thank you so much for joining in. Follow me at Facebook, YouTube, Getter, also at Telegram. Also, you can follow Border Network News at Telegram, Instagram, and Facebook, and also follow the other half of Border Network News, that is Anthony Agüero, at Real Anthony Agüero, at all platforms. You can see right here that are the commercial line. Pregunta. Pequeña, there's another driver. I want to ask him a question. Me presento, Oscar el Blue, de aquí de Tijuana, reportero viejo. El día de ayer le hice una entrevista a un candidato a la gobernatura de California. Y una de las preguntas que le quiero hacer es, la afluencia de las líneas internacionales como la comercial tiene que ser más rápida para que sea mejor economía para nosotros y también para ellos. ¿Qué le puedes decir tú a él? De decirle, oye, esto necesitamos hacer, los patios mexicanos necesitan agilizarse más y también los patios americanos. ¿Cuánto haces de fila cuando cruzas? Pero es bastante tiempo. En lo que entras y sales, no alcanzas a cruzar. ¿Cuántas veces al día? Debería ser más, debería ser 5 a 6. Sí, muy bien, gracias, gracias. Another question that I asked the truck driver, basically I asked him, the other day I had a candidate from California in my live feed, and what would you say to him to increase the fluency for this traffic to be more fluent and the economy, to boost the economy for Mexico, and also to the economy of the United States to be boosted also. Ultimately, this is important for both of us, for both economies. It's not only, we're hand in hand, we're neighbors. As a lot of people in the east of the United States of America, and a lot of people in the central part of Mexico and south part of Mexico, they don't know how important this is, people. They don't know how enormous important this is. This is the boost of the economy of every border. All these companies that you see, all these industries that you see right here, all of them produce to the United States of America. All of them. This is the only line that has never been closed in terms to essential. All of them, they're essential. all of these truck drivers, they have a binational license, which it requires you to have a tourist visa and also ultimately a permit that has been given by the company, and you need to go to the United States Customs Office to get that permit. When you get that permit, you get a binational license and you got your tourist visa. You're essential to work for a binational company that requires a permit, like the US DOT, right there that it says. All those permits are important for every binational company to boost economy and to also to trade into the United States of America. I want to stop right here for a second, and I want to show you how far the line is to cross. This is extremely important that everybody knows how important our trade market between Mexico and the United States, how important it is. Let me flip the camera so I can show you where the opening, and I have been there, of the wall it is located at. You see that part right there? That is where 7,500, that is where it's wide open, where the wall ends right there. I have been there with Real America's Voice News and also with my partner Anthony Agüero. I have been there. That is the part where more than 7,500 migrants from Brazil have crossed since the month of March. That is the part right there. That is where the shootings have been done, and multiple irregularities into that part of neighborhoods. The last part that I was at, it was on that cliff that I was showing you right there, and I have walked all the way over here. But that is the part right there where that is. I wanted to come over here, how the wall goes all the way to the mountain, as you see, and then it cuts right there on the bottom. A lot of people say, why they haven't finished the wall? You know, one of the things is that they require permits. The infrastructure on that particular part of the mountain is so difficult. And not only that, right now, Joe Biden has cut every financial and practically every investment to get into the wall. They have cut all the funds to produce security for a wall. They have stopped all construction in the pipelines and also construction of the wall and parts on the east side of the mountains of Tijuana and also on Tecate that I have shown, and I have walked on the mountains of Tecate for everybody to see how the resilience and the persistence of the American government to build a wall on top of a mountain. All that infrastructure and all that important jobs that they were created particularly on the east side on the wall, they have been stopped. And a lot of people say, well, why don't they close that part of the wall? It is open. It is wide open, and it is a continuous influx that it has never stopped and it has never slowed down since it started. It's exactly like the cliff that I shown in the part of Tijuana. That in that particular cliff in the part of Tijuana, a lot of people have said why they don't close it, and it is because of the environmentalists. The environmentalists say that that particular cliff affects the wildlife, and you cannot put barbed wire or concertina wire in those particular areas of the wall. So the environmentalists and PETA said that that particular part of the wall affects the wildlife, which means that they are not going to put concertina wire for the security of the animals, and ultimately they cannot close the wall because of the wildlife threat, the threat of the animals, and also for the security of, the animals that they are crossing consistently from one side to another. What can I say about that? It's amazing how PETA, environmentalists. Chinga, hombre, tan recurados. So God bless everybody that is watching. Thank you so much for joining in. We're walking back. Let me see, who's this guy? Okay. It said that he wanted to talk. They're honking and they're like, they want to talk. You want to talk? Go ahead, man. You want to talk? Go ahead. Not afraid to put you on camera. But we're walking right here. Look how far this line is, man. Needs to be more fluent, produce more money for the United States and also for Mexico. This is where our economy fluence, where our economy goes, where our economy is more fluent. People are saying hi. They're really nice, man. The truck drivers are really nice. I've been there, done that, man. So, todo, chale, ganancia. So you see, qué huele, qué huele, qué huele. A ver, ven. Párate ahí, hombre, ni modo que se te vayan a meter. El día de ayer tuve una entrevista, o antier tuve una entrevista con un candidato a la gobernatura de California. Una de las cosas más importantes es de que esto sea más fluido para que tú produzcas más economía y los Estados Unidos produzcan más. ¿Qué le mandas decir a los candidatos de California? A veces es culpa del mexicano, del patio mexicano, y a veces es culpa también del americano. Entonces hay que agilizar más. ¿Tú crees que se debe también a mucha gente que está entrando irregularmente también? Y para mucho el tráfico. Ahora pues, paisano, está bueno, échale ganas. I'll translate right now, people. Translate right now. He stopped me right now as I was walking. Everybody wants to talk about these long lines. It's really important. Apparently, they're really stressed out about the long lines. He's saying that it's around 5 to 6 hours to cross to the United States of America. And I was telling him, hey, the other day, again, the same question. I had a candidate from California in my live feed. What would you say to him for this fluent economy to be more fluent and so you can produce more? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué ole? The police officer. Look at this guy. Oh, this guy scared the hell out of me. Oh my God. This guy, man. And he did it on purpose. He laughed when he was walking by. Ah, these people, man. These people. These people. So I was just asking the truck driver the same question. I had a candidate for governor of California the other day. What would you say to him? And he immediately said, to be more fluent, to get 5 or 6 hours, it takes too much. Be more fluent. Get us more jobs. If you're more fluent, we can get more merchandise to the United States of America, and we can provide more economy also for over there, and also for over here. You win, I win. So it is. Apparently, there's a lot of incidents that prohibits also the customs of the United States, and also not only the customs of the United States, but also the customs of Mexico. When you're doing all these, when there's irregular activity, we don't know that there was construction on the customs floor also over there. They're making a construction site over there. That stops the fluency of truck drivers to cross to the United States of America. And they hired a traffic. ¿Qué ole, qué ole? This guys. Everybody wants to be on camera, man. Everybody wants to be on camera. They want to speak. They don't like this. This is affecting clearly their pockets, and it is ultimately affecting the international investor, which they are located in the United States of America. They're not located over here. A lot of them, their offices, they're located over here, but a lot of them, their offices are located. The main office is always in the United States of America. Do you see the traffic guy right here? Let us cross right here to the other side. The lines are getting longer, as you see over there. Somebody saying hello. Look at this. All of this insecurities that are happening at the border affect the international commerce and international trade. When you got shootings at the border agents, it affects these people, it affects these men, it affects these hard-working men, these hard-working truck drivers that are trying to make a living to cross to make a living for their lives over here, and also boost the economy for the United States of America. When you're crossing irregularly to a non-port of entry, it slows down every port of entry, not only the vehicle port of entry, the pedestrian port of entry, but also it slows down the commercial line, as they have said right now, more than 6-7 hours to cross to the United States of America, to cross one trailer. You know, they get paid by trailer. So imagine how much they're making a day. It is not profitable, and that is one of the things that the next time that I have a candidate from California, another candidate for governor of California, I would like to ask this question. How will you be more fluent for the international trade and economy that it boosts to the United States of America? This is a beautiful Peterbilt. Beautiful Peterbilt, man. Beautiful. I still love trucks, man. You know? God bless everybody that is watching. I'm Oscar Blue, live boots on the ground, reporting on the port of entry, the commercial line port of entry of Otay Mesa. Buy me a coffee is on top of the link if you guys like to contribute to our independent reporting. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Follow me on Facebook, Telegram, our new channel of independent media of Oscar Blue, Border Network News. Follow it also on Telegram, Instagram, and Facebook, and also follow the other half of Border Network News, Anthony Agüero. You can follow him as Real Anthony Agüero in all platforms. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love. Because always, your country is first. God bless.